Hey, what's going on, you guys? Today I'm going to be unboxing the Premium-Bandai HGUC Crossbone Gundam X1 Kai. This was a Premium-Bandai kit that was released a little bit earlier this year, just a slight variation of the regular Crossbone X1. This one comes with this cloth that you can see pictured here, as well as these new weapons, these sort of like whip weapons. I'm not sure the actual name, I'll have to check and talk about that in the review. But anyway, basically, what's different about this kit is just that it's got a little bit more in terms of the accessories, which was the reason that I got this version. I figured if I was ever going to want to own an HG Crossbone X1 Gundam, this would be the one I would want to own, so that's why I went ahead and paid a little bit more for this Premium-Bandai version. So yeah, as you can see from the monotone cover art here, it's a clear giveaway that it's a p-bandai kit. And these photos here are just photos of the kit. They're not like CGI photos or like painted images or anything like that. It's just painted kit. Let's go ahead and take a look around the sides of the box. Here on this side, we're not going to have the HGUC number because it's not an official kit in the line. We go around on the sides. We're just going to have classic p-bandai style box art, just the name there on the side. And then again here on this side as well, the list price for this, 2,000 yen. Not too bad. I can't remember what the list price is for the regular kit, but this wasn't too much more, so that's why I went ahead and sprung for this. There's our stickers, you can see there, right off the bat. Some white parts. I know this kit's also pretty small. There's some polycaps, yellow parts, some more gray parts there. Some white parts, as well as our wire that I suppose we're going to cut in half because it looks pretty long. And that. Red parts there for the feet and some other details. Looks like a really nicely designed kit and detailed kit for its size. Effect parts, another wire there, so maybe we're going to have two wires after all, as well as the remainder of our white parts and some parts for the core fighter there too. Pretty cool. Alright. And then I guess we'll skip past the instructions to show you this. Here's the cloth piece. Really cool how it's just in this flat cardboard here to keep it safe. I'm gonna just crinkle it up anyway to make it look more cloth-like. But that's pretty cool. I'll take that out. When we look at the runners, I'll take that out and show you more closely. The instruction manual is just going to be the regular Crossbone Gundam X1 instruction manual, but we do have this sheet here with some amendments for that. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this part here first. First thing is going to be going over the parts list. There are, looks like a couple of new runners or adjusted runners here, runner G1 and L1. I believe that maybe L1 is new. G1 is perhaps just modified, it looks like. Is maybe going to be what's the difference there. Yeah, so that's that. Anyway, and then here is going to be some adjustments to the actual construction process for adjust the skirt armor. It's the front skirts that you're able to change, these ones here that go with like the little hook things that go out on the wire. That's one thing that's different about this kit, and then yeah, the other thing, like I said, is these weapons here. So we're making that using the wires, and then here's how to put on the cape. We need to take off these parts, take off the backpack, the hooks parts on the top of the shoulders, take off the arms. Then using the holes designed in the cape, we're going to just feed that all into there so it all connects nicely. Alright, so here's the instruction manual. Nice big painted look at the kit. I mean, nothing in terms of like colors and everything, nothing's changed about the kit, so this is still going to be a good reference photo for you if you are going to want to paint it. It's accurate colors. Here we can see what we would have gotten on the actual box art if this was the regular kit, but luckily we've got it here on the inside. Just some nice cool action poses, rear view details here. You can see, I believe that faceplate, I believe does not open, it's just a swappable piece if I remember correctly. We'll take a look at that in the review as well, of course. The knife and the feet, different hands, some really nice options for the hands it looks like. Good style holding hands for that. All of our weapons and accessories, quite a lot, and especially now we've got even more than that now with this kit. A little bit of information there about the Gundam, and then at the bottom here is our color guide. Let's go ahead and open it up. On this inside page we do have some more information about the Gundam. all of that. With the recent announcement of the Thunderbolt anime being made, a lot of people are really hoping that the Crossbone manga series is going to make it into animation sometime soon. Hopefully, that would be cool. We'll just have to wait and see. There's a lot of really cool material there to work with, I think. Let's go ahead and take a look at the parts list. Next, here we can see this is what the parts looked like before. So let's compare the G runner, the manual, and then the G runner here. Looks like it's not really any different. It's just that this part of the G runner is X'd off in the amendments. So it's just basically that's the only difference. Why they had to put it here is just because they had to X out that part for the back skirt, I believe that is. Going through with the construction, it's going to start off with the torso first, and all of that. Torso, and then onto the shoulders, head. The instruction manual is not really separated as it usually is, it's just kind of all straight through. So torso, head, shoulders, arms, all of that. See, then onto the feet and the legs, all of that. Then onto the backpack, putting the whole body together. Onto the backpack, and then the weapons. That sword, which I believe is a scabbard, I believe, and regular beam sword has it as well. And then that Buster, something, I forget the name of that gun too. I'm really going to have to check. I forget the names of all the weapons. I'll have to check on that before we get back to the review. Then, yeah, just putting that stuff. You can put the sword and that pistol thing together to make that rifle. Let me see. Putting the knives in the feet, and then using our beam effect parts and all of that. I do want to check. Yeah, okay. I had wanted to check to make sure. The original kit came out in 2014. So the majority of this stuff is all going to be just a year old, not very old. So it is going to be a fairly recent kit. Really nice quality kit from everything that I've seen about it. I've really been looking forward to checking this kit out. Alright, starting off with our foil stickers. Here we can see we've got a bunch of these just basically yellow accents there. A couple of dark blue ones, two different eyes. I believe that's because we have the two different faceplates. Like I said, we can swap those out for the open mouth and closed mouth kind of versions. I believe, like I said, haven't built it yet, and I didn't look that closely at the instructions, but I believe that's correct. And then the crest there for the chest. Kind of sad that we didn't get like regular stickers for this, at least just like one just for that chest piece. But again, I think still water slide is going to be your best bet, because with that curved surface, there's no way this sticker is going to look good on there. You're definitely going to need to get a water slide set and some mark softer to put that there on the chest, I think. And for polycaps, just a PC002, nothing too new or exciting there, everyone knows that. And for our wires, this is a little bit interesting. We have two wires, but they are actually different thicknesses, different gauge wires here. One is thinner and one is thicker. They are the same length though, so I guess the guide manual should say which one to use for which, but there's our wires. Alright, now for the cloth. Now I gotta say, this is disappointing, because this is not a cloth. This thing is like some thin plastic paper. That's really disappointing. I think what this thing is probably going to do is it's going to serve as, I'm just going to buy some thin cloth, and this is going to serve as a template for just cutting out my own piece of cloth, because this just sucks in honesty. Like, I'll see how it looks on the kit, but I can't imagine this is going to look very good when it's supposed to be a cloth and this is just like shiny paper, shiny like plastic paper. This is really, really disappointing. Like I said, we'll see how it looks in the review, but at this moment I'm quite disappointed about this. Well, let's go back to a positive note here and get onto the A runner. This is a bunch of our white parts. We can see is a mix of white parts for the weapons as well as for the Gundam here, all thrown in together. A lot of really small stuff, a lot of really nice details on a lot of these parts. So everything is going to look really nice when it's all done, but it is going to be quite small. Again, we can see for the marking, this is just HG1/144 scale Crossbone Gundam there, so it's not marked X1, X2, anything like that, just Crossbone Gundam. Runner B is going to be a bunch of our just gray sort of joint parts and hands. We do have a couple of knives there, knives to hold in the hands as well as the knife blades to go in the feet as well. Runner C is just a handful of these dark navy color parts for the shoulders, the torso, and all of that. Runner D is a small little runner of our yellow parts. Really, really nice shade of yellow. It's definitely more that sort of character yellow. Slightly orange tint to that, not just a regular plain Gundam yellow. Runner E, however, is a just standard Gundam red color here. We've got parts for the head, arms, feet, and then the crotch piece there as well. Runner F is going to be all of our beam effect parts, quite a lot of them. We've got the big beam saber effect part for that Zanzibar beam saber, 2 regular beam saber effect parts, this beam shield, which is like coming off the runner here. These I believe are called like beam crosses or something like that, that go on the hands. And then this small part here is just a part of the shield there as well. Runner G1 is just going to be more of our white armor parts. Again, this is the back skirt part that we're not going to be using for this kit. And then we do also have G2, which is a copy of this section here. Interestingly, this is pretty cool. We do have a very tiny little skull piece there, which is going to be going on the head, I believe, on the head crest, so it's pretty cool. Super tiny piece though, gonna have to be very careful with that, not to lose that or break that in any way. Runner H1 is just back to this gray color for some parts for our backpack, and then we have H2 as well to make for some of the thrusters and inner detail inside the backpack parts. And finally, here are our new parts. Runner L1. This runner is still marked with the same marking, Crossbone Gundam. It's not marked with anything specifically, but these are going to be our new parts here for new options for the front skirt, if you want to have those on the lead wires, and then a different back skirt piece. I'm not sure. Let's take a look. Not really sure what's different about that back skirt piece because it looks almost the same. Not really sure what's different about that. Oh, okay, no, yeah, it is slightly different in the shape. If you can see, the shape of that back skirt is slightly different here on the sides. Just slightly. It's going to be a negligible difference there, but I'm sure there's some hardcore Crossbone fans who would definitely be able to spot that. And that's it. So that's it for unboxing the Crossbone X1 Kai. I gotta say, cool kit, no regrets about buying it, but that is very disappointing about that cloth. We'll take a look at it in the review to see just how bad that is. If anything, like I said, it can at least serve as a template to just buy some nice cheap cloth and just use that instead. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you have any other questions or comments about this kit, leave those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the review. Bye-bye.